doing tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning? Love is the only stream you can show up late for and still be early. Also, to answer a tea-related question, I kind of have a mixed tincture here that I did not make myself. I just, for the sake of it being as fast as possible, I have what is it? Okay. There's a green tea that I've been loving recently by Prince of Peace. It's just the normal organic green tea. Even just the paper it comes in smells so good every time. And then I threw a lemon ginger plus probiotics tea in there as well by Bigelow. Oopsies, sorry. I got the green tea bag. And the lemon ginger tea bag. Hey, we're twinning, random dude. The lemon ginger tea bag has like, what is it, aluminum inside? It's like a glossy aluminum inside. Versus the outside, it's like plastic. Okay, that needs to go away. I keep dropping that. And then the green tea is 100% paper. Let me not do that. I gave myself a paper cut that is still visible last week. Lav tends to hurt herself more than she wants to be true. I can't quite clear my throat. Anyhow, let me start from the beginning. Hi 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗖𝗧, speedrun, hi Doug, good work. Hi Reader, hi Michael Bayabins. Tony, you made it. Hi Isaiah, Grenadier. And Erica, hi, it's so good to see you again. Random dude, okay, I think we've covered it. And yeah, these are not permanent. We just wanted to be pretty last stream, and I decided to keep it for this one because they're pretty. They have like, here, let me give you a better look since I don't believe you were here last stream. Let me go ahead and get myself in frame just like that. Hi Simple, how are you? I just discovered your channel like half an hour ago. It's so cool. Thank you so much. I hope you can tell me what have been some of your favorites so far. Okay. I'll go ahead and take this off and this off. There you go, you can already see it a bit better. And this off. Let me just take all of these off. There we go. You can see. They're not quite fitting on my head all that great because I was having super scuff last time as per usual, but they have little cherry blossom flowers on it and the leaves, and I love that. It's so pretty. You can even sniff them. Go ahead. You can even pick some for your tea if you want. The deer look really sexy. Thank you. Question mark. What makes someone have a deer quality to them? The only thing I can think of is doe eyes. Maybe not so smart. Not all the time, anyway. Let me go ahead and add these back. I kinda like this card. I'm hearing like crunching in the rain. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear crunching? I think you get the idea. Scuff queen with big eyes and antlers. I guess if that's true, I'm my own Disney princess to my own deers in the woods. Sounds like rain falling on leaves. You're right, it does. My favorite has been the teacher driving one. It's got an odd sensation to it. I wonder what you would describe that odd sensation to be. I'm so glad to hear that, though. I feel like it's one of the ones I spent unnecessarily long on, but ended up being worth it, it seems like. Hi, Darthan. How are you? Our dearest lavender. This ain't no 10-hour Lord Fartington for to accomplish. Listen, I don't even have access to Lord Fartington. Hi, Predator, how are you? Let me be careful not to drop this in my tea. Have you been getting rest lately, lab? I have. In fact, I was resting as much as I could today. This weekend. Can you guys tell me something really quick? I am going to switch a setting on my microphone. I have not made use of this in like a year. Sans like one other audio in the last couple months. Because I always leave my microphone on the same settings and only change the gain pretty much. But okay, this is one of the reasons why I love my microphone. This is the one that is retiring very shortly. I will likely be changing it out for the new one after this stream. It's been easier to keep it up, even with the scuff, just because it's already set up. It'll take a lot to take it down and then set the other one up, but anyway, I'm rambling. One of my favorite features about this microphone, I use the Samsung G-Track Pro, and have for the past couple years. It can, if you know anything about microphone patterns, you can have a pattern in a microphone is like how it picks up the sound. So there's cardioid microphones where it kind of has like a fan funnel shape figure 8 being where your microphone head is, it'll pick up that bottom half of the 8 from the front of the microphone, and it'll also pick up sound from that other side of the figure 8 on the back of the microphone. It won't pick up anything from the sides. So you have to speak into the front or the back in a figure 8 patterned microphone. And you have to speak into the front of a cardioid microphone. And then, see, this is the cool part. Minds can switch between figure 8, cardioid, and omnidirectional, which means all around the microphone. 360 degree pickup. And so, take care, Simplon. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so you don't hear me changing the settings, but this is currently on cardioid pattern. This is the most normal pattern and what I usually use. But in the beginning, I used to use omnidirectional because not only did I feel it helped to pick up more sound, which didn't quite help with the background noise, but I wanted more detail. It picks up more sound, but I could also speak into the front while doing like triggers with my hands or with a prop on the back of the microphone, and I felt it would pick it up at the same time. You know, integration, all that. But anyhow, it can also think of surround sound, like if I moved. I'll just show you, see if it still does it. One sec. This is cardioid. And now we are using omnidirectional. I'll go ahead and pick up 2 batteries. Omni, this is me speaking into the front of the microphone. I am moving. Okay. My microphone is horizontal right now. It's horizontal with the head sticking out on the left side, and it's slightly above my head. So I'm speaking into the front of the microphone right now. I will be moving my head underneath of the microphone, going to the left of the head, and starting to speak into the back of the microphone. But so you can't really tell the difference. Not a whole lot anyway. If anything, you'll just hear a slight muffle if your ears are really sensitive. But that's also because I can't quite speak into directly the center of the back. I'm just speaking right in front of it, and then moving back under and back to the front. I just forgot to turn my light on. I'll be right back. See if you can hear it in the distance.
I heard that.
I definitely heard that click. That was like 10 feet away. I definitely don't notice a left-right channel switch if there's any. Yeah, it's not meant to be used for left-right audio. That's why if you have ideas, it could be used for great purposes. In my case, you know, speaking at the same time as using triggers without worrying about, you know, where it is, except for how close it is to the microphone, so it doesn't overpower my voice. See, I'm talking into the microphone at this very moment and doing triggers on the back, but I could very well be doing it right where my mouth is too. It's so handy. I love this feature, and I think that's aside from the obvious sound quality difference I'm expecting in a noisy warehouse, so I will attempt to skirt the line of soft-spokenness rather than 100% whispers. Okay, yeah. This is audible. I'm gonna go ahead and set these batteries down so I can indulge myself in a sip of tea. Lavcord commissions update when though? Commission updates for the first 3 people in the queue are going out this week. I did one last week. Next 3 will be this week. It's going really slow, but it's progressing. If you feel like I've forgotten about you, I promise you I haven't. Tell them to keep it down for the live stream, they'll understand. I did, they couldn't hear. Okay. Let me go ahead and roll my sleeves up. The next trigger will involve me opening packages that I have been putting off way too long. One came today and I'm really excited to say if this is the one that came. Because I've been waiting for it. It's an external hard drive. Did you hear that noise from my throat? Yay! Thank you, Biscuit, for this moisturizing facial cream. I really needed not just a moisturizer, but something to help heal my skin. If you ever look at my throat, you'll see it's like half skincare, and that's it. It's because I have really sensitive skin, and it gets worse when I have like allergic reaction to something. And I'm very skin oriented. I like taking care of my skin, but even more so when I'm like experiencing a reaction to something, because it's hard to feel relaxed when I don't feel comfortable. But anyway, I cut myself on the face by accident because I got a little too excited last week, and I think that was the heart behind this gift. Thank you so much, Biscuit. This cream is special because it has panthenol in it. Panthenol is one of those ingredients that's very, I'm not going to say essential, there's other things you could use, but very positive when you're on track to try and repair your skin barrier and moisture barrier for your skin. And this is a Korean skincare brand, Purito, which is always great too. And the ingredient deck is super small, which is great when you need to give your skin some time to breathe. So if you ever have any similar issues or know someone with similar issues, that's a good thing to keep in mind. Whenever your skin barrier is, damaged or reacting to something, one good practice is to just keep it simple. Maybe you already keep it simple. I know most guys But if you do, by chance, do more than just wash your face, or more than just wash your face and moisturize, you want to bring it back down to that simple step. Only those two. And be very gentle. Choose gentle products. The thing is, I've noticed that in the skincare world, there is, I say skincare, but this applies to like dermatology, you know, what they might recommend to you based on what you're dealing with. Sometimes, what do you call it? I forget what we call it, but it's basically like a dry fast for your skin. Sometimes if you're dealing with a certain skin condition or reaction, a dermatologist might recommend for you to do a dry fast, which is essentially don't put anything on your face at all. Sometimes it means don't even wash your face, or maybe it's just like, you know, wipe it or use some toner or something. But aside from that, completely dry out your skin. Don't put anything on it for days or a week or something. And it's supposed to, the logic behind it is by stripping your skin of any extra moisture or hydration that you're putting on it, extra products, extra chemicals, or whatever you're using to try and aid your skin for whatever reason, you're encouraging it to reset, go back to its own natural capabilities to produce the needed moisture, produce the needed oils and whatnot. So it doesn't work the same for everyone or for every case. That's why I said, you know, you can choose to do that experimentally yourself, or, you know, it's something that your dermatologist will recommend if they see it as appropriate. Educational wise. Zach, thank you so much for staying loyal to the Lavendher membership. That's so awesome. Thank you. I neglected skincare for a long time and only recently started caring recently, so I'm constantly looking for advice. Yeah? Well, I'm definitely a skincare girly. Ask me any questions. I may not share the same skin type as you, but I've done enough research and talked to enough people to have an idea of the experience and the things that someone of a certain skin type would look for. Like, I don't know if you use skincare terms, if you will, but that's usually helpful when you're looking for advice on a routine, or, you know, asking what ingredients you should be looking for, or product advice, anything like that, product recommendations. Anywho, I myself, my skin type is and has always been dry, sensitive, and also eczema prone too, depending on the season, but eczema is really environmentally reactive, so like it shows up different depending on if you live in a super humid, hot environment, or a dry and cold environment, or dry and hot. Or even like a city, very polluted, lots of dust, smoke, whatever. Like, there's so many different environmental factors that could affect how your skin shows up for you, regardless of if it's eczema prone or not. But eczema prone just means my skin's even more sensitive, and I have to be mindful of my environment too when crafting my skincare. I feel like it's a lot more thinking than is necessary for most people, but it's the cards I've been dealt. So how would one know what my skin needs in the first place? Very good question. I could give you the easy answer, if you don't want to think about it much and you just want to know what to get for your skin, you could go to a dermatologist, maybe a skincare clinic, someplace that offers a free consultation. They can tell you. Or if that's too much work, you don't want to make the drive or appointment, or in the same token, if you have a Kiehl's near you, they should have certified skin doctors, either pharmacists or dermatologists or both, employed at the scene. You can sit down with them and they'll tell you what your skin type needs, what you need, and even recommend a skincare routine with Kiehl's products to you, answer your questions. I got that done a handful of years ago. I really liked it. I actually did that at the Kiehl's in Tokyo. It was a very, very nice woman. I think at the time I was having a very bad flare-up to something, and I had like really red patches on my face. And it was really dry, no matter what I put on top of it. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, I need help. And I was hoping she could give me recommendations, but she was like, yeah, first, let's make sure we know what your skin needs, and I'm not just making a recommendation based off of what I see, which I really appreciated. So she sat me down at the desk, and she took like these little blotting papers on my face and put them on a paper that had like a chart. Think of like a litmus test, but it's like a skincare version. I think she was testing the moisture on my face, testing the oil on my face, and also she was like patting with her bare fingertips all around my face very gently, just to see, texture differences, just a lot of different things. I'm not an expert like her, but I'm pretty sure these were the main things she was looking for. And I know if you ever go for like a custom facial or something where they want to know your skin type beforehand, they'll do the same thing. They want to know what is your moisture level, your hydration situation, if you experience reactiveness, if your skin is sensitive, and if it's dry or oily. And so you asking, how would one know what my skin needs in the first place? You want to keep an eye out for those signs. Do you experience dryness on your face? Does it tend to flake? Is it just dry? Does it feel tight? Is your face really oily? Is it only oily in some areas, dry in others, or normal in others, and oilier in others? Normal in others, dry in others? Do you have textured skin all over your face, or in patches, just some areas? Do you have bumps anywhere? Do you have any discoloration, hyperpigmentation? What else? Also, how do you feel in your skin, I think, which kind of deals with the tightness. And if you experience anything like acne or blemishes, dark spots, am I getting them all? I think so. Oh, and your pores. I think this is pretty aesthetic. You can have large pores and be perfectly fine and healthy. Most people want to aim for small pores or non-visible or invisible pores, but again, purely aesthetic. Yeah. So based on where you fall on that diagram between those things, that would tell you about what your skin needs. For example, seeing what your skin is telling you versus what it needs. red patches, for example, that could be a sign of a underlying condition. It could say that you have psoriasis or rosacea, or maybe you just have sunburns. Maybe you need to add sunscreen into your routine. Or maybe you have sensitive skin and you didn't know. Maybe you're really reactive to certain ingredients in some products, like maybe you have too many acids, or you're allergic to vitamin C, or, you know, these are just examples off the top of my head. Mark said mine's a weird combination type and it depends on the season. I love that you know that. I really love that. I don't believe in skincare at all, to be honest. It's all just a scam, for real, for real. I hope you're joking. I think there's definitely some fraudulent stuff when it comes to skincare, but that's usually due to trends and hype trains. Like, for the longest time, I thought that sun care, like sunscreen, and SPF, different levels, different P+ degrees, was a scam. Cause me, you know, I'm already plenty tan. I would never wear sunscreen for the longest time. The only time I remember wearing sunscreen is like, I don't remember if it was sunblock or sunscreen. When we would go on family trips or vacations, go to the pool or the beach, my mom, she would be the one to make sure that we had that on our face and our skin. But once I was no longer a little girl, I would never wear it, and I would never see or feel the need to. I never got sunburnt or anything, but, you know, as an adult, I would hear over and over and over, both from Western and Asian media, saying that, I say media, journals, whatever media, it ages your skin, the sun ages your skin. And me, I'm thinking, okay, that's natural, that's normal, whatever. And then there was it causes skin cancer, it causes all these other things. And I'm like, how many people have lived over the thousands of years this earth has been inhabited by humans, and the sun is a thing? Why are we worried about sun causing skin cancer? So I would think that those things are a hoax, but I think as time has gone on, most recently, I thought, okay, let me just try it, because now my dermatologist has already recommended this, and at first I thought, okay, it's just like the rest of the medical industry. They just want to make money, so they're gonna recommend you products. Duh. But I realized beyond that, when you actually look at the breakdown, obviously, I think not everyone needs it, but I do think there's benefit to it, which is why don't use it if you don't want to. But I don't think it's just like, what's the word? I forget what the word is. It's not placebo, but it's not just a scam. I don't know. Like, for me, I don't see a dermatologist anymore, but the last time I did, I was having a really bad skin situation. I had all these reactions showing up on my skin or on my face, and I didn't know how to take care of it. And so I went to the skin doctor, and I was like, help me. And he told me to stay out of the sun. And I was like, what the heck, man? You need the sun. That's part of natural living. Vitamin D and all that. I'm not trying to become deficient. I need to touch grass. But it's only in hindsight do I realize why he said that. And after a lot more research, I realized the same reason why he would say stay out of the sun is in the same token of why certain products in skincare will tell you, this sounds so ridiculous, but there's like a spectrum. Don't go in the sun when you wear this. Don't go in the sun for the first 20 minutes when you wear this. Don't go in the sun if you're wearing this with another product that contains this. Or you must wear sunscreen on top of this product if you're using it. And I think it's because the same reasons that they say the sun UV rays penetrate the skin and activate or accelerate cell movement or whatever. I'm being very basic with my words so it's understandable. Is the same reason why you want to protect that happening in tandem with the chemical reactions certain skincare products make with your skin. Because if you combine them, it can be a really bad result for you. And you know, a lot of these skincare things we already don't need. It's purely out of seeking a certain aesthetic. So you have to be careful about those things. That's why if you ever hear a woman, a guy too if he's super into skincare, but I usually see women get really into this stuff, the whole tretinoids and retinol and AHA and BHA and all these acids. What's the other one? Amylax. No. There's like a bunch of them. I don't know. I don't use any of these, but retinol, retinoids, tretinoids, tretinol, all these acids. Basically, sometimes it's to avoid Botox, sometimes it's to get smooth, clear skin, sometimes it's to try and escape aging somehow. They'll use all these things that are really harsh on the skin or dry out the skin, but they'll give you clear skin, quote unquote. They leave the skin super sensitive, and you need to have like all these super rich creams or moisture products to help make the skin cope with this product you're using. And then you need SPF on top of it to help the sun not reverse what you're trying to benefit your skin with. Hi Seth, how are you doing? Let's see. How do I get to know my skin type? Man, I am trying to get the right skincare items for myself. How do you get to know your skin type? I'll pin this. We can go over this. This is supposed to be full of triggers and we're just talking skincare. I am not complaining though. I love talking skincare. I love. Heck, I would love to do skincare ASMRs too. Anyone else got a fun combo of dry and oily? See, I feel like dry and oily feels like a scary combo, but I feel like it's not as intimidating as it seems. A lot of people think dry and oily is really scary and really difficult because you can't use the same routine and products over your whole face because you need to treat the dry patches with one type of product and the oily patches with another. They can't be the same because otherwise you'll break out in the oily parts or dry yourself out on the dry parts or whatever. But I think this is where getting to know your skin comes in handy, because while some products might do that, you can't use it all over. There's other products that are just good for your skin, plain and simple, and it will be good for the dry parts and for the oily parts. But by all means, I mean, I guess you can patch treat your skin. It's just a lot more work, I feel like. More work than it's worth even. Hey, you bucket. What's up? Roni said I got strawberry skin. It's always dry. Also sunburns when I'm out for too long. Mm-mm. When you say strawberry skin, you mean like, we're not just talking face, we're talking body. Excuse me. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? What's for dinner? I'm doing good. Random said, I did think about going to the dermatologist for it, but I did not want to waste my parents' time since I can't drive myself yet. That's completely fair. Completely fair. You know what? There are some options online, if that's something you would consider. I can't vouch for a bunch of companies myself, because I've never done this, but I know you can do the telemedicine approach. They do like a video call. You can ask them or consult them about your skin concerns or your skin type. They'll ask you questions and or look at your face and can tell you what you need to know. There are places that offer that for free, some for a little price tag. I know a place like, what's it called? Soko Glam. It's a Korean skincare website started by Charlotte Cho, I think. She's a YouTuber. I used to watch her for a long time, and she started her own skincare brand. She has her own skincare book, but this website, partners with a lot of Korean skincare brands that are really good. And you can filter, they have really good filter system. You can filter it by your skin concerns, your skin type, both at the same time. But last time I checked, which was like last month, they're not currently offering this anymore, but they used to do a skin concierge service. Well, they'll sit down with you. You can text them back and forth and find out about your skin, what it needs, and they'll recommend you products that they offer, or ingredients that you should be looking for in your skincare if you want to go to your local stores to get it. Eating clean seems to help my skin. Yes, 100%. I feel like that's step one. As much as skincare can be what you apply to your skin topically, that's only that, topically. That's like the icing on the cake, if anything. Nothing you do, unless you're using like some miracle product, nothing you do for your skin trying to treat skin concerns will be effective or cure your skin concern unless if you are eating garbage, basically. You can be having a perfect skincare routine and just feeding yourself garbage all the time, and it would completely work against you. And I'm not saying you can't eat any of your favorite stuff, junk foods or whatever, but know the consequences, I guess, or balance it out. Just like with anything, in moderation, or if chocolate cake or ice cream gives you pimples, know what you're getting into. It's perfectly fine to sacrifice that if it makes you happy. That's what I think. Anyway. But yeah, eating clean will help a lot. I noticed that while I would get hormonal responses to eating ice cream or something, for example, the consequences would be a lot less if I was eating super clean and super balanced, getting all my nutrients. I think for me, when I eat dairy and sugar, for a lot of people this is the case, that tends to show up in skin problems. But, to each their own. The thing is, it's not just like, oh, healthy body, healthy skin, that's why you should eat well. Yes, of course that, but when you're eating for your skin, it's not just that. Like, eating certain things help with certain skin building properties. Like, for example, if you're some skin concerns, at the root of it, it's inflammation. Some, it's a bacterial thing. Some, you might be lacking in collagen production, or, it could be an all of the above thing. So, for example, if you're eating a diet that caters to fighting inflammation, or you're eating your probiotics and antimicrobial foods, that's helping your body to fight against the bad stuff that's fighting the good stuff you're trying to feed your body. It all works together. And then, of course, your foods that have certain vitamins, vitamin K or whatever, vitamin E, obviously very, very known to help your skin. But even the vitamins that don't directly help your skin help the things that help your skin, if that makes sense. So, like, I'll use the same ones I just said: vitamin K and vitamin E, vitamin C, all these working together to amp up your collagen production, which is essential for your skin building and your natural skin processes. I think it's very popular to eat collagen supplements and whatnot, but you can very easily cater to your collagen production just in the way you eat, making sure you're getting those nutrients in your diet. Eating your eggs or your broccoli or your beets, or making sure you're getting your protein intake, all that. Excuse me. I hope that answered that question about seeing someone for your skin, or like getting professional help. If you know any friends that are into it too, they could help you. Though I will say, especially if you're younger, be careful about who you listen to. Take it with a grain of salt, unless you're like absolutely sure you'd put your life on it that they're telling you good information from a good source, or that they understand more about skincare as a whole, because you can surely ask your friends for recommendations or what they know about skin or skincare. But if they're just giving you a one-fits-all approach, that can be dangerous. Because again, not only does everyone have different skin types, but even with people who share the same skin type, not everyone reacts the same, or reacts the same to the same ingredients, or has the same desires even, or eats the same things, has the same environment. So you have to be careful. And I also said younger people, not just because I feel like it's more likely that they would give a more one-fits-all, less educated advice, but even more importantly, I feel like young people are more susceptible to trends and wanting to cater to the aesthetics before the health. And if you care about your longevity and your health and treating your body good so that it shows up physically and you can see that on the outside, if you care about that, not everyone else does, or not everyone else realizes the connection. So you have to be careful. Something that it kind of saddens me when I see online a lot, whether it's TikTok or YouTube Shorts, in the comments, it's a lot of young people. I'm talking, yes, kids, but also like teens, young adults. And this is not, adults can do this too, older adults can do this too, especially if they tend to fall vulnerable to things they hear other people say. I just listen to what everyone else does and hope or assume that it'll work for them. That's why, and remember marketing, a lot of people who can fall susceptible to marketing, if they're hearing, I'll throw out some skincare brands, like, you've seen these on the commercials 1,000 times, L'Oreal, Clinique, Cetaphil, CeraVe, even the makeup brands that also make skincare, or even the brands that are trending on TikTok, like all of these brands claiming that, oh, this is it, this is the one for everyone, 24-hour hydration, great for sensitive skin, tired of dealing with redness, it'll disappear, blah blah blah. And like, you already had that over the decades. Now you have TikTok, now you have YouTube doing that, now you have a bunch of young people to sound off of, and then they're going to broadcast the same thing because they heard it, and now they take that as truth. Like, it's just very dangerous. So it's like with anything else, unless you're seeing a professional, it's best if you just advocate for yourself, do your own research, and also oftentimes I'll add another layer, the simpler the better. You don't need a 5,000 step skincare routine. You certainly don't need products with 5,000 ingredients in the deck, especially if they're ingredients you don't even know what they do or how to pronounce them. Pretty good rule of thumb. I never joke at all, ever. I have one small red dot like thingy on my face, but not sure if it's a pimple. It's not a bump or anything, it's just like, just the red dot, color-wise. It could be a sign of inflammation under the skin, or it could be, I'm guessing you'd know if it was a birthmark or not, or how long it was there. It could be the early sign of a pimple or not, so it could be a bacterial thing. And by the way, guys, if I ever mention bacterial, please don't panic. That doesn't mean you're dirty. Doesn't mean you're diseased or anything. We have good bacteria and bad bacteria, and again, with the whole your environment is an important thing. Our environment feeds us a lot of bacteria on our face, which is one of the reasons it's so important to wash your face, is to remove dirt, grime, and bacteria. So sometimes that seeps into your skin and reacts in different ways. And sometimes it's in one spot, sometimes it's a big spot, sometimes it's all over, sometimes it's not at all. So if it's not a concern, I'd say a red dot is not the end of the world for sure. But if you want to get rid of it, you could definitely look into that. Maybe some calming products might help. How do you feel in your skin? Skinwalker asked me. Honestly, this last year I just figured out my hair type. Now I'm trying to find the skin type, and then it's my body type next. Random, it sounds like you're giving yourself a lot of loving attention to help you show up in a way that helps you feel more confident too. And I love that. I love that for you. That's awesome. Darth Dan said, yeah, if I ever discover a real skincare specialist, I will absolutely do myself the favor of a visit to truly understand what my skin is like and what it needs. Yeah, I'll be excited for you to do that. That would be awesome. I don't want to say, like, don't trust dermatologists or skincare specialists. There's definitely good ones out there. I just want to encourage healthy skepticism. Because remember what I said about it is still a business, you know, they still have to make money. So do still have your thinking cap on, or even ask questions like, what is necessary versus what are they trying to sell me, you know? You always want to ask that question, whether to yourself or to the person you're getting advice from. Memorial vacay to the beach reminded me that the sun is bad for skin. I don't think so. That could just be my opinion. I'm not an expert, but the sun is good for you. You know, the sun is part of life, just like water is part of life. I mean, technically, you need water to survive. You could survive on only drinking water and not having sun if you're living in a bunker for 20 years, but, you know, that's not our situation. The sun is good for us. It gives us happy chemicals. You know, it gives us vitamin D, which helps us with absorption of other minerals and vitamins. It's good for, you know, giving some life to the skin if you like to tan a little. Obviously, you don't want to be scorching your skin, or if you're scared about UV radiation, you know, have some moderation. Make sure maybe go in the sun, go in the shade, go in the sun, go in the shade. Or, you know, there's plenty of science journals that say staying out of the sun during peak hours, which is usually like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in most places that are sunny. You know, going on the off hours. Like, there's ways you can be smarter about it if you're scared that the sun is bad for your skin, but the sun is good. Don't be scared of the sun, please. The sun is natural. Sunscreen does nothing to me, at least the one I've seen. I need vampire grade SPF factor. My skin is still peeling. That or also, I guess you could alter your skincare routine to cater to wanting to be in the sun more and not having the consequences of it. And believe it or not, that does not always mean sunscreen. Does not always mean SPF. I think a lot of people, or maybe not, have heard of aloe vera gel for aftercare when it comes to the sun. If you have a bunch of redness or peeling or sunburns, aloe vera gel is very soothing and also helps protect the skin and skincare or skin repair. I make sure I never run out of it because, again, I have sensitive skin. Even though I don't really get sunburns, I do get redness on my face, or if I'm reacting to a product, that's a good way to help calm it down. Or if I need to make a skin mask, what do you call it? A face mask. If I need to make a skin mask with some certain products, like say I need a moisture boost and to calm my skin down, I'll squirt some aloe vera gel in my palm, a little bit of hyaluronic acid. I use a Hada premium lotion. It's like a very serum-y, gel-ish texture. It's a little bit sticky. Not a whole lot, it's just a little bit sticky. It's a serum texture. I'll add that. And a little bit of glycerin, because hyaluronic acid and glycerin are a great combo. I use a vegetable glycerin, I think. And I mix that together in my palms. And I pat it on my face. Sometimes rub it around just to make sure it evenly distributes. And I'll do that as a little mask. Or sometimes I'll just make sure I don't put a lot. And then do that as like my serum step. Like leave that for a few minutes and just put my moisturizer over it. And that really helps with a quick moisture boost as well as soothing it. I would be careful though, because not everyone is good with aloe vera. A good 2 words to remember is patch testing with anything. Pick a place on your body where you know it's kind of similar to your face, or it will show reaction. So not like the back of your elbow or your knee or your stomach. Pick like, I don't know, your wrist or your hand or someplace on your arm or your inner arm, someplace with a little bit more sensitive skin so you can be confident, or your neck, maybe even your chest, so you can be confident that it accurately represents if you were to put it on your face. Because the last thing you want is to try something new, trying to help your skin, and you rub it all over your face, and then wake up the next day, you've got a rash, or you've got a red face, or you burned your face, or you got a bunch of peeling everywhere, or, you know, however you show up reaction-wise. Hey, gets it. It's not just a bunch of hullabaloo. I have to use it because I burn easily. Random said, look, I was younger teen. I was a younger teen. Once I remember not caring about hair care or skincare, but I started to feel unmotivated, lazy, and energyless. I think being clean and feeling clean really helps us a lot, for sure. For sure. You know, I could be one to say, studies showed that people who took care of themselves felt happier, significant increases in blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, whatever, but be real. If you try it, you'll feel it. It's simple. Yeah, looking after yourself not only helps you feel good because you're showing up for yourself, but, and, you know, making your skin or your gut or whatever feel good, your stomach feel good, your muscles feel good, your blood feel good. It's gonna make you feel good existing. It's also gonna make you look good, and knowing you look good is a confidence boost, which makes you feel good too. It's all synchronous. It's the circle of life in your body, and it's awesome. So I notice without fail, if I was ever feeling like depressed or something, and I'm like, what the heck, I'm not depressed though, why do I feel this way? It's just like a mixture of depressed, lazy, unmotivated, and even eating something doesn't quite fix it. Though oftentimes that's a good start. Get something in your tummy. Eat something that makes you feel good. If I wash my face, shower, do my hair, put on an outfit that I like, or even just look presentable, that helps significantly even by itself. There's a reason behind all of that. You guys ever notice that too? Feeling a little down or not feeling like yourself, and you know, you dress up a little, or just splash some cold water on your face, or do your hair really quick. Doesn't even have to be fancy, just like showing up for yourself makes you feel better. Get morning sun and evening sun, and don't cover your eyes during those times. And remember to look far into the distance, my friends. Help reset your eye health too. Take care of your eyes. Yeah, the sun can be harsh even if you handle it better than most. Yeah. I don't remember, for the longest time, I thought there was no difference in the way the sun reacts to you when you're in and out of the water. I always thought, oh, I just tan easier when I'm in the water because the sun, or the water, is like a mirror and it reflects the sun extra onto my skin, so I tan faster, more efficiently. But I realize that can also amplify the supposed sun damage, because I know the people I knew who would get who were vulnerable to sunburns, they would also sunburn way easier in the water. And I was like, I wonder why that is. cancer absolutely existed and was diagnosed since ancient times. Don't know about skin cancer specifically. Actually, now it sounds like an interesting subject for scientific research. Yeah, I agree. I feel like it would be cool to see more coverage on that. These sound like steroids will have, like trend or gear. Yeah. Botox hurt. They have the longest needle. Hi, Soren. How are you? Also, have you tried Botox before? Maybe laugh talking skincare is my trigger. I'm light-eyed, so I get it, but it triggers your body to activate its own sun protection that you can't get if you wear sunglasses. That's really cool knowledge. I'm light-eyed, so I get it. I think sun care or skincare to have clear and clean skin. I cannot speak. I think skincare to have clear and clean skin is one thing they would start losing me when they start trying to stop aging. Yeah, I think that should be, if not the only, at least just the first focus when it comes to skincare. And this whole anti-aging battle should be supplementary, like if you want it. A lot of people just lump it in there or think that their skin concerns are because of aging, but honestly a lot of that is our marketing culture to blame. I just don't want to ruin my natural night vision. Also, thank you for the blood. Bless yous. Hiya, Brock. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Oscar said I have omelette for dinner. It was a leg day at the gym today. Ooh, I still need to work out today. I laid down too much today. Albeit I was resting. It was much needed rest, but I still need to get in my daily workout. I say as I yawn. Oh, you know it's bad when just thinking about sleep makes you yawn. Or laying down. How was your first day, Brock? I hope it went really well and smoothly. Mark said avoid seed oils and choose healthy fats. I don't get nearly as dark as I used to. Great point, great point. I think this is a good rule of thumb to remember, if any, both for normal nutrition practices, trying to eat well and feel good and have good energy, but also eating for your skin too. A lot of the time seed oils, it can be inflammatory to your gut, and the more energy your body has to spend on trying to constantly heal and repair your gut and retrieve nutrients from the food you're eating and expel the bad stuff and deliver the good stuff to your skin and your brain and your heart and your organs and whatnot, the more tired it gets and the more things that fall through the cracks. And the things that fall through the cracks can be nutrients you could have absorbed but end up going out the other end because too much energy was spent trying to keep you in a good state, or letting toxins from the foods you're eating fall through the cracks, which show up in your skin or the rest of your body in different ways, manifests differently, and seed oils is a big culprit when it comes to that. That's your, not castor oil, that's your highly processed oils, your highly processed canola oils, your rapeseed oil, which is, or rapeseed oil, which is also canola oil oftentimes. Sometimes it's sesame oil too. Again, it's not that these things are bad, but 9 times out of 10 they're ultra processed, which removes a lot of nutrients from it, adds a lot of toxins to it, the way it's processed is just not good for you. So like, I think if you lived in a cottage out in the meadow, or you lived in Italy, France, Spain, the countryside, Croatia, somewhere, you're picking rapeseed flowers and making your own oils. It's not that those oils are the worst thing for you. It's us consumers consuming processed versions of these oils. It's really not good for you. So it's better to just opt for healthier oils. That's your olive oils, your coconut oils, your avocado oils, just to name a few. Whether you're cooking in an oil or using it as a vinaigrette or a dressing or something, tossing it on your vegetables. Sometimes you want to be mindful of what you're doing with it too, but that's a whole nother ball game. There's been plenty of debates about whether, oh my gosh, my stomach is rumbling, whether it's that significant, sorry, whether it's that significant to be cooking olive oil, for example, if you're cooking on high heat, because something like avocado oil is more suited due to its high smoke point. But let's be real, avocado oil is one of the most expensive oils there are, and if you cook a lot, that's not super awesome. So I guess pick and choose what you want. Know what's good for your body. Personally, I would use olive oil for everything. I didn't really believe that the whole high smoke point thing was all that important, because, you know, Italians use plenty of olive oil. The Portuguese use plenty of olive oil. I don't see them complaining about cooking with high heat on olive oil is gonna give you cancer. I didn't believe it for the longest time. I still don't really, but just as a test, I think I went like a couple weeks without cooking in olive oil unless it was like low heat, like just slow roasting vegetables or something. And I think I did notice a difference, but not so much that I would never do it. But I think it's a lot easier if you have an alternative. So, you know, avocado oil. Me, I love to use ghee, which isn't exactly an oil. Technically, it's butter, but it's clarified butter. Smells amazing, tastes amazing, makes things taste amazing, and I don't have to think about all the studies I've read in the back of my brain about the consequences of high smoke point olive oil putting toxins in your food. Oh, my stomach will not stop yapping at me. I found that regular exercise also helps with skin health, so if you're looking for one more reason to exercise, it's skin health. Very important and very true, yes. Also on the note of not making your body work too hard so it can spend more energy on good things. Excuse me. Exercise is really good for expending energy, managing stress, but I think most importantly, making sure you sweat it out. Like, not just moving your body, because that's one thing, but making sure you're sweating it out, because sweating is a great way to remove toxins from your body. So imagine you sweat it out with a good workout, shower, clean, feeling good, feeling confident, feeling pumped, got those gains, feeling extra confident from that. The toxins are flushed out from your body. Your skin's gonna thank you. Your gut's gonna thank you. Your brain's gonna thank you. Your heart's gonna thank you. Your whole body loves you. Okay, I said, I don't normally do skincare because my body normally overproduces oil, but I have used O'Keeffe's Extreme Hand and Foot Lotion. Definitely works, though my sister used it more than I did. Let me look up O'Keeffe's. Is that... It's not the green bottle, is it? It is. I really love their working hand salve. I used to use that a lot when I was first practicing to learn the guitar, because, you know, the calluses, and even just feeling super sensitive because I have pretty delicate hands. So like feeling like I was always cutting into my fingers all the time, it really helped to keep my hands soft, keep away the calluses, but, you know, keep a healthy balance. I loved using that. I've seen them have like a cream that comes in the lotion bottle. What do you call it? Like the dispersing lotion bottle. But I've never used it before. It's good to know that that works for you. That's great. I really should take better care of myself. Just eating healthy and keeping clean for me at the moment. Eating healthy and keeping clean are definitely great top priorities. Give yourself some more care, some more credit. If you were gonna take better care of yourself, what do you think that would look like? Random said, every Ramadan we eat oily foods during iftar, and every year I get pimples or these red small bumps. That tends to do it. I don't know if you only eat oily foods or just a lot. Like that's tradition to include that in your diet during that time, but a good way to kind of counteract that or mitigate those pimples from eating oily foods or the red bumps would be to eat foods that counteract oiliness. Also making sure you're drinking plenty of water, plenty of your cruciferous vegetables, your leafy greens, any foods that help leach out the oil or put it somewhere to use, you know. Actually, since you're working in a medical field, I have a question. I know cancer was diagnosed since ancient times. How about skin cancer specifically? What do you think? My skin acts so weird. I could go a whole month clear skin, the next day break out. Yeah, sometimes it's what you're eating, sometimes it's your environment, sometimes, and this is one of the biggest overlooked factors, sometimes it's stress. Something as simple as stress. Because again, remember this, say it with me, class, when you put your body under stress, you put your body under duress, which means, going back to the beginning, you're using up more of the energy your body has to try and keep you in a state of calm and not a state of fighting for survival, because that's what stress is. It makes you feel like you're in danger or things aren't okay, and the more energy your body's spending trying to keep you okay, the less energy it can spend keeping you good. So that can show up in skin concerns, that can show up in an inflamed gut, that can show up in things that we tend to attribute to mental health issues even. Stress is not to be overlooked. I know that's something that I struggle with a lot. Definitely. That's why if there's one thing that always helps, not just for when I have a lot of body tension going on, but if there's one thing that always helps me personally, it's getting a massage. Because massages help flush out toxins. It helps give TLC to your body, relieves stress, and also by nature encourages the deep breathing that relieves more stress, sends more good chemicals to your brain, helps with circulation. Getting blood circulation is very important for your body's natural processes, and also just helping to take your mind off of things. It's a great way to holistically manage your stress. And don't underestimate the benefits of what's it called? Skinship too. All running done, all running done, a live stream to relax too. Reader, thank you so much. You're so generous. I really appreciate you. Have a great time cooking dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Grenadier. Have a good one. Live's not telling us good advice for real. She hates all of us for real. I don't know if someone's cooking food or I am just so hungry. Oh man. Michael Valence said, I supplement collagen, put a couple scoops of powder into a batch or chili. Oh my gosh. Sorry, gang. Sorry. You know what? Let's get back to our triggers. I supplement collagen, put a couple scoops of powder into a batch of chili or spaghetti. Helps with my joint pain, with skin and hair burns as well. I hear that as well. A lot of people, maybe they don't necessarily care about the skin aspects, but they need help with their joint pain or their arthritis or swelling joints or weak joints even. So a lot of people struggling with that will take collagen supplements as well. I think it's a win-win. I think I will go to the dermatologist. I think I should trust a professional opinion on this. I had to move a body today. I really wish I could forget it, but it's burned in my mind and I just want to cry. Oh, Brock. Oh, well, I don't know if that's something you want to get used to. I think that's important to think about, but for the meantime, I hope you can get your mind off of it. And thank you for carrying out a needed duty. I hope you can forget about it or learn to think of it in a way that doesn't make you feel bad. You're okay, Brock. And I know the people around you are grateful that you are doing your job, no matter how difficult. No, Lav, you sound like the looks maxing guys on YouTube. The audience of snake oil salesmen got bigger on the internet, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately. If you gotta cry about it, there's no shame in it. 100%. It doesn't have to be someone you know for you to want to cry. It's okay. It's okay. smells like fried chicken. That's what it smells like. Gang, I am so sorry, but I need to investigate. I am so hungry. I will be right back. I just need to investigate. If anything, I'll just come back with some nuts. I won't leave you, I promise. I'll be right back. Oh, it smells so freaking good. It was not fried chicken. But I have come back with apples and walnuts, but it is not going to cut it as delicious as it is. So I preheated the oven. I will be eating almost an entire pizza by myself after this. Yes, it will be that French goat cheese pizza I mentioned last stream. I rambled about food. I love receiving the advice that water can also kill you if you have too much from Duck. Listen to Duck, guys. He knows he's a duck. Although I will say I feel like the likelihood of someone being in danger of drinking too much water is fairly slim, no? I feel like if I was drinking quote unquote too much water, I would just eat more salty food to balance it out. I think the sun just doesn't like me. Funny enough, the closest Walmart to the beach had a ton of aloe near the entrance. I got some and have been slathering it on constantly. Hi Connor Lemons, what's up? Yes, a whole pizza. Now we know what we're offering to put up if ever trying to summon a laugh. Fried chicken and cookie dough. I'm gonna be honest, like, good fried chicken smells good, don't get me wrong, but it's not like something I fiend for. Unless it just smells that good. Like, oh man, some home style homemade fried chicken with good seasoning. Oh, I still smell it. Oh my gosh. Even now that I know it's not fried chicken, it still smells like fried chicken. I'm pretty sure it was fried sausage I was smelling. Do you think the smell of fried chicken or baking cookies would lure her better? I'm going to say the latter, unless I'm mega hungry. 'Cause then fried chicken probably. If I'm mega hungry, both will lure me. But regardless, baking cookies will lure me. Chocolate chip cookies, specifically brown. If you're cooking a brown butter cookie, oh, that smells even. Oh. Brown butter cookies, brown sugar brown butter cookies. sugar cookies, chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, snickerdoodles. Oh my gosh, if you have some macadamia nut white chocolate chip. Oh my gosh, my best friend when I was little, her mom I would go over her house all the time. And the smile it would put on my face, if either after we came home from school, or when I was coming over, or if I just showed up and her mom happened to be making her famous white chocolate chip. What was it? White chocolate chip. I want to say cranberry. I thought it was. Was it raspberry? I think it was cranberry. I think it's white chocolate chip, cranberry oatmeal cookies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That makes me want to do things. Oh, it tasted so good. My aunt, she makes a similar type of cookie, but hers is an oat. I think hers might be raspberry. It's either cranberry, raspberry, macadamia nut, white chocolate chip cookie. But she also puts like regular chocolate chips too, so it's white and dark chocolate. And then the berry, the oats. Oh my gosh. Her cookies are the best I've ever had in my life. Homemade cookies. Oh my gosh. Which is really great. A super great sign, because my auntie is also really health oriented, like super. So if she makes something sweet, if she makes a dessert, oh, I'm sold. I'm so sold. Guilt-free, delectable goodness. Time to lure her back, everyone, to your kitchen. Oh, that's so cute. I just imagine like a cooking show, you know, those cooking competition shows. Everyone back to your station. Try and lure Lav the judge to your station with what you're cooking. Breast is the best fried chicken, no contest. Okay, now I'm curious. Are we talking breast or thigh? When it comes to fried chicken, what are you guys reaching for? Maybe even willing to fight for? I feel like I'm always a thigh girly. I love breast too, don't get me wrong. I'm not like a one for the win, the other is trash. But yeah, I'll definitely eat both. They're both delicious. If I picked one, it would probably be thigh though. But I do like my drumsticks. Oh, is breast winning? I just realized I probably should have titled this poll. It looks a little bit misleading right now. Are you a thigh guy? Are you a breast guy? KFC is my favorite, though I avoid it like the plague. Maybe they'll go back to frying in tallow. What I would give to try original KFC. Original McDonald's even, but KFC even more so for sure. I guess if only you knew someone that had the recipe, then you could just do it yourself, right? Here you go mentioning Chicken Shack again. I feel like I need to try this. Lav had been lost in the sauce. This looks like one of those scripts you get in a game that talk about how a character died. Lav got run over by a reindeer. Lav got lost in the sauce. Lav jumped off a cliff. Lav drowned in cookie dough. I really want to try Jollibee. I like Popeyes, but not every Popeyes is created equal, unfortunately. I feel like the last time I had Popeyes was like a year ago. Oh my gosh. I honestly think most fast food fried chicken is the same if it's traditional fried chicken. Only difference is chicken fingers. Well, can't that be pretty vastly different, even if it is traditional fried chicken? Because, like, for example, it's completely within your creative or business decisions as to what oils you're frying in, what's in your batter or your dust or whatever, if you're putting spices in or not, what spices you're putting in, how much you're salting it or peppering it, what chicken you're using, though I guess that part would be the most likely to be the same where you're sourcing your chicken. Some Korean fried chicken will go hard. I hear the leaf crunching now. It sounds like someone's slowly creeping up on us. It's my deer hooves crunching on the leaves. Chick-fil-A is better than KFC is better than Popeyes. I said what I said. And Chick-fil-A, I have almost never had a bad day with Chick-fil-A. I feel like they're pretty consistent. I feel like my only gripes was about like the size of chicken versus if it was ever dry or moist or not seasoned right or something. I feel like they're pretty consistent. The only problem I've ever had was, say I got a sandwich and the chicken piece was not big enough for the sandwich. But again, pretty darn rare. Man, Chick-fil-A is delicious. Oh man, what are you guys doing to me? I can hear this in your voice, Brock. Please don't hurt me, but what's Roy Rogers? Don't worry, I don't know what Roy Rogers is either. Has me wanting to watch Captain America now. Ricardo, hi. Atta girl laugh. Putting a whole pie away solo is an art form. And destroyed 2 Domino's sausage pizzas in one sitting once. I was a hungry boy. You were a hungry boy. A hungry boy. I may be a big bag, but not that big as my back. Twinning tonight. Had a pizza myself. Hey, hey. I don't know why I read Twilight. I think it was the twining tonight. Now I don't just want to put pizza slices on a plate. I just want to take the whole pizza and sit at my desk and put a movie on one of my monitors and just be. Yeah, the good margarita pizza, yo. Hydrophobic, but yeah. I fiend for a plate of fried chicken with some mac and cheese and mashed potatoes gravy. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was smelling the fried chicken earlier, I was kind of hoping it was this place that we like to get that from. They sell a little box. I mean, they sell more than just a little box, but this is what we always get. You can get a box with some pieces of fried chicken, a side, and a biscuit. And they have yummy, moist, yummy honey biscuits. And you know, for your side, you can get mashed potatoes and gravy, you can get mac and cheese, you can get jambalaya, you can get... I was about to say rice. That is the rice. I think they have a red beans and rice dish too. I think that's why I was gonna say that. I've tried all of their sides out of loyalty. So yummy. But I haven't had that in a long time because it's very salty. Makes my heart race. It's so delicious, but... Oh, and fries. And fries. They give those like wedge fries. Potato wedges. Yeah. Sounds so good. I should just make that from scratch for myself. Why are you doing this to me? I had no part of this. Why are you doing this to me? Ooh, hash browns. Ooh, home fries. Ooh, a burger with some home fries on it. Oh, and hash brown on the side. Oh, yeah. I just have to understand this brown butter you speak of. Try it or watch a video on it. You'll see the difference. Oh. Please definitely taste the difference though. It's so worth it. Cafeteria where I used to work made white chocolate chip and cranberry cookies, and I would run to them. I don't blame you. It's one of the go-to combinations out there. Even at Subway, I think that's my favorite, is their cheesecake cookie. I think that's white chocolate cranberry. That's my favorite. Always has been. Y'all ever just dip a drumstick into the mashed potatoes and gravy? I think I have once. usually just for the experience, though. It's a fun way to eat. That sounds awesome as long as you're not talking about ice cream. Honestly, I'd dip it in ice cream too. Vanilla ice cream? Count me in. That sounds delicious. I'll admit I didn't understand the length of time for which those fried chicken ice creams were trending. You know, the ones that look like a fried chicken drumstick, but it's just ice cream inside? I don't know how those were popular for so long. Like, it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but especially given the price, I think it was. Like $50 a bucket? I don't know. Like, everyone and their mama wanted that. I don't even know if it was cause it tasted good, like really good or special, or it was just to hop on the trend and film yourself eating it. I guess I'll never know, because I don't think it's that worth it to buy it myself. I was turning into the Cookie Monster. This poll could go a few ways. Okay, it looks like breast won in the end. I see. Ice cream drumstick into caramel? Oh, ice cream drumstick. Okay. I was like, what? Breast has more meat and less fatty, hence superiority. Valid. Thigh so juicy, breast you have to be careful of it being dry. Yeah. I think that's one reason I like thighs so much, is because it's always so yummy, tender, juicy, flavorful. Mama Sinner said, if you don't know the answer, put B and continue. We were voting about when it comes to fried chicken. Nothing inappropriate, I promise. No, I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. What do you think makes a chicken tender so good? It's breast meat. Oh, it's breast meat. Mic drop. Did you know in the Philippines, McDonald's has fried chicken and Filipino spaghetti? Yum. I feel like that sounds pretty Filipino, no? I'm curious if the spaghetti's any good, though. I think, at least from what I've heard, they should probably just leave that to Jollibee. Jollibee's gravy is goated, hands down carries the whole menu. Mix it into white rice and pour it onto the spicy thigh. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, you're making me want some loco moco. Wow, is it Bojangles? Oh, no, it's not, but I'm sure they have a similar meal setup. I'm guessing they have really yummy honey biscuits too. I actually can't tell you the name of what I'm talking about because I would get canceled pretty quickly. Cause let's just say the acronym for this restaurant fast food place would not be accepted in the South. Laugh fried chicken ASMR win. Is there a demand for this? Am I hearing a demand? Memorial vacay also reminded me of my love of jambalaya. Oh yeah, some spicy jambalaya. come on over here, 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗖𝗧. Come on, why are you holding back? I live near the port and one of the ships honked really loud and long. Oh, if I was actually asleep, I would actually be really bitter. I'm glad you weren't. I would be too. Like, what the heck, man? I'm trying to sleep, man. Why you being mean? Some people out here actually want to sleep. Wow. Oh boy. You put for the poll. I was trying to be quick, okay? I was trying to be quick. I heard you say Jambalaya was utterly convinced it was Bojangles. Yeah, I guess that's oddly enough not a very common side for fried chicken, despite this being like a very southern traditional meal. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, fried chicken, biscuit, jambalaya. You want some jambalaya, sweetheart? I'll whip you up some jambalaya, don't you worry. My mom makes Filipino spaghetti and it blows every other spaghetti out of the water. Oh, I love the love for mama's cooking. This acronym will be fun to guess. Oh my gosh. Please don't get my channel tagged or flagged. What's Filipino spaghetti? I think the difference between Filipino spaghetti and traditional Italian or even Western spaghetti is that Filipino spaghetti is sweeter, I think. Like, don't they use like ketchup or sugar or both sometimes? Yeah. Okay, verified. Ronnie said Filipino spaghetti is I almost read sweatier, sweeter, meatier version of Italian spaghetti. Yum yum. Unfortunately, Puckett was banned for spoiling slurs in the chat. He won't be returning. I've got to sleep for days, bro. It's videos. Hey. Hey. Yes, give us fried chicken ASMR. Alright. Alright, I guess we're putting this on the calendar. Would a fried chicken ASMR be appropriate for a Father's Day ASMR? I've still been trying to plan what would be a good plan for Father's Day ASMR. That's a nice meal for daddy, right? Or that's a meal dad would like to eat, right? Lab got me sleeping for days with their videos. I'm so happy to hear that. Fried chicken ASMR has to come with a southern accent. I can coach. Alright. Alright, bet. I said nothing. I said nothing. I said nothing. No, I don't want to try that again. I meant... You didn't hear anything. Bet dog put fried chicken on the map and did no wrong. Alright, alright. I'm wondering if I should just pick one side or have like a mukbang platter. You know what? I even have the nitrile gloves for a hand cam mukbang ASMR if that's what we really wanted to do. I feel like I'd have a little bit of nervousness about getting flamed for the way I hold fried chicken or something. Irrational fear. You said words, but the breath after made the weird. Okay, okay. Maybe I will get KFC the day you do the stream. Maybe that is what we will do for... Actually, let me look at the calendar. I think I already planned out this week's stuff. Would it be worth changing? Why should we do that for Father's Day? Most places are... Is there any place that would be open for that one? Well, we are reaching the end of the live anyway, so I will say on Wednesday, my dudes, we will be doing a Sweet Treats ASMR. I don't know if it'll be fully hand-cammed because I still have to figure out that weird turning off thing that the software I use uses or does. But we will be opening a Try Treats box. I don't know what country it's from, so it will be a surprise for all of us. And doing some ASMR as we try those sweet treats. As for Friday, we will be doing our classic Freaky Friday live stream. Picking a spooky game to play. And then on Sunday, Father's Day, maybe that's when we can do. Maybe that's when we can do fried chicken. I think I was planning to do letter writing, but who knows, maybe we'll do both. Both are things I can do with my hands. Oh, if you hold it wrong, I'm coming at you so hard, I will get banned. Oh, you'll get banned for saying that. Why are you being so sussy, Puckett? Huh? It's 4:30 a.m. Good night, Oscar. Good night, Mikroshka. Sweet dreams. God bless you. Oh, those words were definitely quite revealing. I learned more about love than I thought it would come. No! Oh, shit. What have I done? Womp womp. Might as well deal with it. Don't worry about your technique. I've seen people use a fork and a knife like nightmarish barbarians. Okay, yeah. We will not be doing that. Unless I'm trying to purposely troll someone. I might start that way and be like, what? What's wrong with the way I'm eating it? This is how everyone eats it. No, why'd you clip it? I'll have to see that after stream. To continue the meme. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Boom goes the mic. Hiya, Sans. Okay, guys. I assume my pizza is very much done already, so I am going to go feed myself. Is Slay the Princess spooky enough for Freaky Friday? Probably, but I do not have Slay the Princess. Sorry. I know that's been mentioned before. I'm gonna try and play through the games I have, though. Especially as the budget permits. The pizza burnt. No. No, I preheated it and asked for some help for someone to put it in for me. And now I'm about to go take it out, I guess. Anywho, thank you guys for making this a lovely, lovely, lovely stream. I really enjoyed talking with you guys as always, and I hope you got something out of this. Good night and good day to timely greetings to everyone. I love you. They didn't remember. Well, that would kind of suck. Then it's just defrosted pizza. Whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. God bless you guys. Take care. Stay safe out there. Right. Right. Live, laugh.